Thanks always to be bringing you coverage of the National
But see, Tim run that same offense too. Tim whooped my fucking ass in program running that bullshit. And I wasn't ready for it.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
This is great. Okay.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare
for. One
of the best in the league. They'll come at you.
Yeah, I think Diggs just scored.
Job there, stopping him for a loss.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Rams, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got other assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels
Bring everybody back.
In a sense, you say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah.
So for the 36 now, first and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb.
Be scared to bring that safety down, brother.
42. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Come on.
Second down, here's Chubb.
Call the play, dog.
Stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain for first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
My fault. Hit that single field. That's on me.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot.
He letting the computer do it. Okay. Keep that in mind, Fizz. Nah. On defense, I expect him to play something.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10.
Ready for this RPO shit, boy. If I see that formation. Okay, this ain't the formation.
Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at the 34. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Come on with it.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive end, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Let's just test it out a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the option, here's Akers.
Okay, he'll run the ball on the way down. Cool, we keep that in mind.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Damn, you gonna run the same play all goddamn game? Fuck it. This is what you want to do.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
3 plays in a row.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. And the Rams hit 10-4 on the year. They've been their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Can't make this truck on people. He must got first hit free.
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll go again.
There it is. Fuck that.
He is met quickly in the
Stupid
backfield.
shit if you want to. Keep going.
Like a lawn chair.
I know that RPO shit coming. I know it's coming. Matter of fact, let me change my flags. I know it's coming. If I see Deuce Close pop up on that fucking screen, I know it's coming. I put my shit at 0. Didn't do it. The nigga probably gonna still run the ball, man.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Alert! 32!
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
Throw incomplete.
So he runs it out of
Them trying
that.
to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he
Just
creates
in case if he try to
mismatches
do a
that
little
can
funny
exploit.
with the tickets.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
Okay.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
All right. Let's do this. I wish that shit would show who watched the fucking stream.
This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And managed to get a couple. 2nd and
Yeah, I be doing that shit too, dog. I ain't like, yeah, all right. They would be making the right adjustments and everything. All right, dog. I be calling shit that I don't even call. Like, how you knew? Like, how you knew?
Get low, almost get into a ball sometimes. Stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Sometimes your process get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 yards from
Make
the
a
first
play.
down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to
make a play. Fuck it.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first
Get him
down
thinking.
yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover.
And drop everybody back, take the underneath. We can be patient. Drive this bitch all the way down the field.
And then they put the
Come
foot
on.
in the ground and cut back sharply inside.
Come on.
Not easily covered. And then when they catch it,
We don't got no DBs on this either.
Able to pick up the first.
Big Red Donald got through that line. Okay.
the running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got him in.
There we go. Good catch, Amari.
A big play that time for
Fuck it.
Cleveland.
We want to keep blitzing? Fuck it.
In our pregame meeting,
That's why we built on the run over here.
and wanting him to make his throws
Fuck
in the
it.
pocket because they knew
Let
he
that
was
bitch
pretty
fly.
dangerous
Oh.
and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
That's the opposite side of
They'll
this.
run with Chubb. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson.
Damn it.
And he's going to have to eat.
Who is that? Kramer. Shot.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes
That was a fucking
remain.
touchdown.
3-0 our score. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. York able to send this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point is supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point...
Oh, my God. This nigga, dude. You can't make this shit up, dog. You can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. Can't. Just can't, dog.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense
unfucking real
was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break.
Man, tipped the ball out of this dude's hand, and another receiver was right there and caught it and ran it in. Can't make this shit up, man.
The Browns drive about to get started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a short gain here, down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Stafford.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
The screen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harris. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
They gave them every fucking thing this game.
Don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So
I knew he tried to scream me. I knew that shit was coming.
Being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive, I think they just crossed it on that.
Caught it.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. He connected on his first, this from 41. York able to send this one through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
In Miami, yeah.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Akers hit. He coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with it. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
40 got, middle.
Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Stafford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They go up the middle with Chubb. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Watson has his man. It's Shaquille. He'll head out of bounds Browns inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Watson.
Oh my God!
It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Leonard Floyd.
Oh, I did not see him. That's on me.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot,
God damn, that's on me.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And incomplete on the deep ball. That time he took a little bit of a shot off the run-pass option.
But you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to draw the defenders closer to the line of scrimmage with the fake inside. When he stepped back, he thought he might have had that. Instead, they played it awfully well. Incomplete pass downfield.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Watson on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Oh, that nigga clicked off. God damn.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Let's click off, nigga.
It's definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Oh, Trump fumbled it.
Son of a... Yeah, all right, then.
And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Can't make this shit up, man.
For them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face
He
it,
ain't fumbled all year long,
many
man.
times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the
touchdown. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Extra point splits the offense, and the lead is up to 18 now. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers, taken down at the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going right back to Akers. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Stafford to his #1 guy count for a Los Angeles first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So the LA Rams with a victory.